Colin Cowherd. Could you tell me your name again, sir? This is Dan Patrick. You know, you call it the Dan Patrick Show, for crying out loud. That was one. That was one that will stick with me for a while as well. 803-978-1832. Why don't we give away our first Swanee Award? I think we should probably do that here on the show tonight. Of course, the best lead-in show, now going into our 4th year. We had back-to-back winners a couple of years ago when my buddies Reynolds and Gunner were on prior to this program. Last season's winner was The Herd with Colin Cowherd, and luckily for Colin, there have been no changes over at Fox Sports, and he's still there leading into the program. I get to listen to Colin quite a bit here as I prepare for the show. I get to listen to Colin a little bit as I drive in to the show. And ladies and gentlemen, I would say there is or should be no surprise that the best lead-in show to Clemson Sports Talk in 2017 in the Swanee Award goes to The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Congratulations, Colin. So proud of the work you've done. You know, I think someday people may know your name as well as they know Lawton Swan's name. So keep grinding, Colin. You keep being you. You do you. I'll follow you up here on Fox Sports Radio 1400 on the iHeart Radio app. Best lead-in show, The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Coming up in the next segment of the program, we'll hear from Christian Wilkins. We've got audio from Tyrone Crowder tonight. If you missed Dabo Sweeney's audio or our interview with Executive Director of the College Football Playoff, Bill Hancock, on Friday, those interviews are up on ClemsonSportsTalk.com. Our next award is going to be the Traveling Man Award. And this one is typically given for the most miles logged while listening to the show. Now, I can tell you, Scott is a 3-time winner of this award. Scott's probably called us from more states than anybody ever in the history of the program. Rarely is he in his home of Winchester, Virginia. He's typically all over the map. We may or may not have a brand new winner to the annual Swanee Award for most miles logged. That's the Traveling Man Award. We'll tell you who that winner is when we get back. Plus, we'll hear from Christian Wilkins here on Clemson Sports Talk on Fox Sports Radio and iHeart Radio. Here's how you participate tonight on the Swanee Awards. Text line 803-450-0086. 803-450-0086. You can also be a part of the program by giving us a call. 803-978-1832. 803-978-1832. And don't forget, in hour number 2 of the program at 7:20, we'll be joined by none other than Frank Garcia, former Carolina Panther, as he'll come on and talk with us a little bit about the breaking news out of Charlotte that went down earlier today. Dave Gettleman, after 4 years out there as the GM, what does that mean for the Panthers? And if you take a look towards social media, and if you take a look at some of the players who were there, there's not a lot of love. Let's just say. I think that's a safe way to put it. Not a lot of love for Mr. Gettleman tonight over on social media from some of the former Carolina Panthers. We'll be back here on Fox Sports Radio and iHeart Radio with more of the show that shakes the Southland on our annual Swanee Awards. Stay with us.
Inspiring, adrenaline-inducing,
with all the biggest names in music,
heart-pounding.
My heart is beating so fast.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival in September. 2 nights, 1 stage, and millions of iHeartRadio fans from all around the world. Our 2017 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Find out the who, what, where, and when tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Looking to get away without having to spend a whole day traveling to your destination? Ocean Reef Resort offers 1, 2, 3, and 4-bedroom accommodations with the comforts of home and boasts the best oceanfront views. Swim in their sparkling indoor and outdoor pools, relax in their hot tubs, try out the Adventure Oasis pool with adult-sized water slide, or just float down the 250-foot lazy river. Visit us at oceanreefmyrtlebeach.com or call us at 1-866-935-0530 to learn more.
Hey guys, Lawton Swan here. I was hanging out in the backyard with my son Mason the other day, and he said, "Dad, you're the best father ever." I was like, "What makes you say that, son?" He said, "When I go outside to play now, I don't get eaten up by the bugs anymore." Imagine that, me, a hero, when all I did was just a couple of weeks ago call Trey Powell at Mosquito Joe with their routine service plan. No more bugs and no more bites. Make yourself the family hero. Call Mosquito Joe today, 803-223-7916. Outside is fun again.
Hi, I'm Alicia Kaufman Quinton. My daddy, Billy Kaufman, opened Kaufman's Meat Plant at our present location in 1955. My family still works hard every day to ensure fresh quality cuts of beef, pork, and poultry. How about a tasty T-bone, ribeye, or New York strip steak? But to order at Kaufman's Meat and Place. Just look for the signs near the intersection of US 1 and I-20 in Lexington. Call us at 356-0076 to place your order. Kaufman's Meat and Place, when you want the very best your money can buy.
If you want a mortgage through a member-owned and community-driven credit union, then Mid-Carolina Credit Union is your choice. Low mortgage rates with personal and local service. MMCU can also help with all your financial needs, like free checking with no minimum balance, auto loans, credit cards, and so much more. Visit MidCarolinaCU.com to find out more.
Mid-Carolina Credit Union, our community, our focus.
Welcome back to Clemson Sports Talk, your iHeart Radio home for the Clemson Tigers, winners of the 2017 National Championship game.
I thought I'd grow up and I'd settle down. There was 10,000 girls up in Tiger Town, and it was heaven to me. I used to sneak downtown with my fake ID and watch Doug McCormick rock TDs on a Friday night.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, turning 4 years into 5. That's an old Tiger song, and I'll tell you this about it, too. We're turning 4 years into 5 here on Clemson Sports Talk tonight. It's our 4th annual Swanee Awards here on the show that shakes the Southland. We've got several interviews to get to here tonight, including Tyrone Crowder. Hour number 2, we'll hear from former Carolina Panther. A little offensive lineman hour, I guess, in hour number 2, as Frank Garcia will join us. But we've got our Traveling Man Award here coming up on the show right now, and this is one, as I mentioned before the break, that has been dominated by Scott. Scott's been all over the map, and I think if you go by the most miles logged, the odds are it probably still is Scott. There may be somebody else out there who's done more, driven more, and been a part of the program, but they haven't chimed in as frequently as Scott. But we do have a new Swanee Award winner for the Traveling Man Award. And I really thought about this, and in the spirit of the award, kind of being in your vehicle, listening to the show. And Clemson Craig listens all the time. Clemson Craig's in his car in the evenings, driving from work to home, running errands, whatever he has to do when he's tuned into the show that shakes the Southland. So we have a new first-time winner on Clemson Sports Talk tonight in the category of the Traveling Man. And that goes out to Clemson Craig. Clemson Craig, there you go. Woo! Celebrate it, enjoy it, put it on the wall, frame it, whatever you got to do. A new winner of the Traveling Man Award. Scott, you have a chance to come strong in 2017 and bring home the 2018 Traveling Man Award. 803-978-1832 is the number. 803-978-1832. Again, the hashtag on Twitter, CST Show. And you can follow the program at Clemson Sports. That's Clemson news, notes, information, and more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll play Christian Wilkins' audio coming up here in the following segment. And we really want to dive into that with you when we've got a little bit more time on our hands, because right now I think we'd have to split it up just based on the clock and how that's going, and that's no bueno. That's not good. That's not good for you, and that's certainly not good for me as we make our way through towards another college football season. Now, one of the unique aspects of being at the ACC kickoff this past weekend was the smorgasbord, I think would be the best term, of ACC media guides that were on hand. And really, in the business of media guides, nobody's done it better than Clemson. They've won tons of awards for their media guide that they put out. And this year, of course, featured on the front, right in the middle, you can't miss it, the College Football Playoff National Championship. Of course, Tyrone Crowder, who was first-team All-ACC at guard, featured there. Greg the Leg Hugel, second-team All-ACC. Kicker, Christian Wilkins is on there. He's the first-team All-American on that defensive line. And we've talked about that defensive front quite a bit heading into 2017. And the ACC media members got together and, of course, voted during the ACC kickoff on their Players of the Year awards and who they thought was going to win the Atlantic Division and the Coastal Division. But in terms of who leads it all, no surprise here, and this is something I said last week, Florida State, with 118 first-place votes, was chosen as the champion of the ACC, that they would be the team to win the Atlantic Coast Conference. Clemson was second with 35 first-place votes. Louisville was third with 7. Virginia Tech and Miami tied for fourth with 3 votes apiece. And Duke actually got 1 vote. Now, I didn't see Steve Spurrier there as a member of the media, credentialed member of the media. But you know Coach Spurrier does like to throw Duke a vote when he had the chance to vote back in the coaches poll. Perhaps he slipped one past the ACC kickoff committee and the ACC, I guess the ACC's leadership there, and got a vote in for Duke. So Duke had 1 vote. Now, in terms of the Atlantic Division, Florida State received 121 first-place votes and were voted first in the Atlantic, followed by Clemson, who received 37 first-place votes. Louisville received 9 first-place votes and were third. No first-place votes were given to NC State, Wake Forest, Syracuse, and Boston College, and that was the predicted order of finish in the Atlantic Division. Over in the Coastal, Miami received 103 first-place votes. It was in first place in the Coastal. Again, Miami and Virginia Tech, who do lead the Coastal, only with 3 votes overall to win it. So very heavy was the media in favor of the Atlantic Division, either Florida State, Clemson, or Louisville, well above Virginia Tech and Miami. But in the Coastal, Virginia Tech was second. They had 40 first-place votes. Georgia Tech came in third with 9 first-place votes. Pitt came in fourth with 7 first-place votes. North Carolina was voted fifth with 4 first-place votes. Duke was sixth with 4. And Virginia was voted last. They did not receive a first-place vote. And I think what you see over in the Coastal Division is exactly what a lot of people have been talking about. Whether or not it ends up being Miami or Virginia Tech or somebody else, there is a lot of there's a lot of discrepancy in the voting in terms of where people believe this thing will end up. I mean, when you've got the 6th-place team receiving 4 first-place votes and the 5th-place team receiving 4 first-place votes and everybody receiving a first-place vote except for the bottom team, Virginia, that just tells you that, hey, you know what? This thing could be wide open over in the Coastal Division. This could be one of those seasons where 5-3 ends up being the best record, and that's not something that has been too rare over on that side of the conference. First and foremost, you've got your cross-divisional games, and with the Atlantic Division being viewed as the better of these 2 leagues, well, then you would certainly think that, say, a Clemson, for example, who takes on Georgia Tech every season, probably gets a leg up and delivers a loss to the Yellow Jackets there. You've got, I think, the power of the Atlantic versus the rising tide, I would say, over in the Coastal with Virginia Tech and Miami. Outside of that, it's a toss-up. In Miami, quite frankly, even with Mark Richt, who I can tell you they looked very confident. They looked like they were ready to seize a divisional title, which has eluded them since joining the league. But it would also appear that people just don't trust them yet. And to think that a team like Miami with 5 national championships would be a team that couldn't be trusted is shocking. But let's face it, Miami's been as up and down as anybody. And for Clemson Tiger fans, look no further than you waltzing in, and I understand that Al Golden had lost that team, but you waltzing in to Miami and thump the Hurricanes 58-0. Just think about that for a second. 58-0. Now, there's not 58-0 talent gap 2 years ago, and there's certainly not 58-0 talent gap this year. But that's what you did. When we come back, we'll hear from Christian Wilkins here on the show that shakes the Southland. Stay with us.
Our customers receive the best heating and air conditioning service in South Carolina. Hi, I'm Tim Mosley, and I can make that statement because that's what our customers tell us every day. We call it quality confirmed. Call us at 803-233-7172, and we'll call you when the job is done to confirm we met your expectations. That's quality confirmed. We're Carolina Conditions, and we're committed to meeting your expectations. 803-233-7172. Call us at 803-233-7172.
Love it raw? For the freshest sushi in town, Sakatumi Grill and Sushi Bar, 807 Gervais Street in the Vista. Sakatumi's flavorful grill for non-sushi fans features the Kobe burger, filet and lobster, chicken hibachi, and more. Fresh sushi, flavorful grill, Sakatumi Grill and Sushi Bar, sakifresh.com.
Listen to what our customers say about their pit stop.
I see they have a Blimpie's sub shop in there, and they're always fresh. And they got 12-inch select subs at $6. It's a great price. I think my best talent is eating. Don't stop till you're at pit stop.
When a stroke happens, every second counts. So don't drive and call 911 to get to the emergency department as soon as possible. At Lexington Medical Center, we're pleased to serve our community. As a certified primary stroke center, our acute stroke team rapidly evaluates patients and provides them with the fastest treatment possible. This specialized care limits the chance of brain damage and gives stroke patients a better chance of full recovery. Act quickly at the first sign of a stroke and count on the Stroke Center at Lexington Medical Center to provide you with the best possible care.
O'Reilly. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and pick up 5 quarts of O'Reilly Full Synthetic Motor Oil and a MicroGuard filter for $21.99. Extend the life of your vehicle and save money with 5 quarts of O'Reilly Full Synthetic Motor Oil and a MicroGuard filter for $21.99. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Need custom shirts, hats, or uniforms? How about promotional giveaways for your business or organization? Need fast turnaround times? Look no further than Meridian Printing and Promotions. Located in Lexington, they provide an in-house art department, in-house screen printing, and in-house embroidery services to the Midlands and beyond. For the absolute best quality products and services, contact Meridian Printing and Promotions, 785-4990. Check them out online, mbspromo.com.
From Two Men and a Truck, movers who care. The showers south and east of Columbia will wind down overnight. Skies will clear. Lows will dip to around 70. Tomorrow, sunny. Yeah, hotter. Highs, low 90s. For Channel 25 ABC Columbia, I'm Chief Meteorologist John Farley.
This report is brought to you by the South Carolina Education Lottery. Summer in South Carolina means it's especially hot outside, so stay cool inside and play the $5 South Carolina Education Lottery Instant Ticket Red Hot Cash for a chance to win up to $125,000. Overall odds 1 in 3.77. Top prize odds 1 in 480,000.
Welcome back to Clemson Sports Talk. Join the show now at 978-1832 or text 803-450-0086.
Oh, no doubt about it. We're not messing around here on the show that shakes the Southland. Shout out to Ray Charles. What a great movie that was put together many years ago with Jamie Foxx, man. That was tremendous. But speaking of tremendous, the size that Clemson took to the ACC kickoff, Christian Wilkins and Tyrone Crowder. Everybody else better be glad it wasn't a tag team match. Here's a portion of our interview with Christian Wilkins.
Christian, good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, too.
I tell you what, I think back, your career, okay? How does the time go by so fast? I mean, I did 7 years at Clemson undergrad.
Right.
7 years undergrad, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at your career. I'm like, man, here he comes into his junior season, and it's a blink of an eye.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that.
Oh, man, it's been crazy. Like, the last couple of years have just gone by so fast. Like, I just feel like I was just getting recruited by Clemson just yesterday, and, you know, I was coming to visit for my first time, and now I'm an old head. I'm a junior now. I'm looked at as the leader on the defense, and, you know, a lot of the young guys are really looking up to me, and I don't have, you know, the same older guys around me who can help me lead, or, you know, to teach me how to lead, really, that I can learn from. It's just a lot different.
Well, now that's kind of on you, though.
Oh, yeah.
So when this coaching staff is recruiting Christian Wilkins, I'm watching highlight videos. Okay?
Right.
There's no lie. I'm watching highlight videos, and you're killing these kids, right, in the Northeast. I'm like, this kid's a monster.
Yeah.
But there's this competition there. Then you get on campus.
Right.
You're killing these guys. I'm like, this kid is everything I thought he might be and more. But now you take that leadership role. What's that like for you to try to take that intrinsic motivation that a lot of young kids coming into college maybe don't have because it's been easy for them,
right,
to get to be where you are today?
Oh, really? Yeah, you said it. You know, it just definitely starts. You know, starts inside. Really. You know, and I've been fortunate. Like I've just been able to learn from the other guys how to lead, and just use my natural leadership abilities to be a good leader. And, you know, like I've just been saying, you know, that's going to help me be even better leaders. That the fact I was able to listen and learn, and really be humble enough to learn from everybody, and, you know, not be arrogant, not try to step on anyone's toes, but, you know, just to still give my best each and every day.
Coach Sweeney, everybody talks about the family aspect of Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's more than that, Christian. I'm going to tell you, and I'm a Clemson graduate. My great-grandfather graduated from Clemson back in 1912,
right,
to put this in perspective. I think the thing that's right now made you guys different is a competitive fire that they see in recruits. I don't know that it's – I mean, I know there's the family nature, but I think it takes special people to come in with 4-star, 5-star talent and still push themselves.
Oh, yeah.
We look at where kids can go, you know, the potential that kids have.
Right.
And I struggle with my 8-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like keeping him doing it.
Right.
What is it about the man sitting to your left over here doing an interview right now, Dabo Sweeney, that allows him to keep you guys focused on the future?
Well, really what it is, you know, obviously he does a good job of just setting the foundation, setting the tone. You know, he just does a good job of, you know, of relaying or, you know, of conveying what he wants from his guys, what he expects from everybody. You know, best is the standard. That's what we preach at Clemson, and, you know, it couldn't be more true. And what definitely helps, you know, all these 4- and 5-star guys, you know, compete and just really, you know, just bring the best out of them every day is the other guys around you. You know, if you want to get on that field, you know, you're going to have to beat somebody out. You're going to have to really compete. You're going to have to get better, you know, because, you know, Clemson's a place where we've been able to recruit, had a lot of success with that, and just get good guys in here. So if you want to get your time in on the field, if you want to play, if, you know, you're just going to have to, you have no choice but to get better. And we have, you know, guys on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, just iron sharpening iron, and, you know, and that's ultimately just what makes us and allows us to be our best.
Christian Wilkins here on Clemson Sports Talk, talking about the defending national champion Clemson Tigers, and that's something that we hear a lot of. You're not defending anything. You guys are seeking it again.
No, I don't like when anyone says we're defending it, because that 2016 national championship is ours. I mean, what are we defending? No one's going to take that away from us. We've earned that. That's ours. That's going to be in the history books for forever. You know, just 2017. There's no defending anything. Just a championship.
It's
that's
a pursuit.
Not, exactly, it's a pursuit. No one has the championship. You know. Everybody's trying to accomplish it and get to the championship game and win the national championship, you know. But only one team can, and, you know, we'll hope we're right there with whoever at the end. So
when you look back on your career, whether it's this year, next year, whenever, we don't need to talk about that right now. That's way down the road. But when you look back, and man, you had 2 visits to the national championship game, one in which you came away with the title. You're playing in the Orange Bowl. You have a catch in that game.
Oh, yeah.
You've done just about everything but throw a touchdown. Have,
Right.
have you been in the year of the coaching staff?
Yeah. Let's talk quiet because he is kind of close. But I've definitely been lobbying for just a little bigger role on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of people in the media are saying, how are we going to play Deshaun? I'm like, Coach, you don't need to go anywhere.
They're looking for somebody to step in for Deshaun, right?
I'm right here, or even Mike Williams or Ted. Just give me the rock, and I'll make it happen. I'll make it do what it do. I'll make some plays for the team. Send me on a fade route. Do something. Just let me tight end anything. It doesn't matter.
You said give me the rock, Christian. I got to ask you, what kind of basketball player are you? Pretty good?
I can hoop. I'm a decent ball player. I've been playing ball all my life, did the whole AAU circuit, all that stuff coming up in high school and everything, just more than just the bruiser, physical guy down there. But I got some game. I got some post-up game, got a decent mid-range game. Never really shot the three ball in competitive games, but pick up and stuff. I like to try to shoot the three a little bit. But I can mix it up definitely with some of the best just to compete, competing out there.
All right, so the whole team's available. Me and you are playing, and I picked you first. Who's our next pick? Who we got?
We got to go probably Big Cleveland Farrell. Yeah, Cleve's got some game. Dexter's got some really good game. Dex got a nice post game. You can go DeAndre Overton. He's got some really good game. T. Higgins, he's got a really good game. He's a freak. We got a lot of ballers. Marcus Edmond can get up and ball. Kelly Bryant can hoop a little bit. We got some hoopers on the team.
Is Brad Brownell listening to this?
I'm just saying, he needs to.
I can help out, right? Right. Well, I saw you guys. And this is something else. That, I talked about that family nature. I saw you and Dexter at a basketball game, and this is after you've won the national championship. I'm going to tell you, when I was in school, there was a disconnect, in my opinion, between the football players and the students, and the football players and maybe even the basketball program in some respects. I feel like, and I'm on the outside looking in like everybody else, I feel like that culture that we talked about with you guys and that intrinsic motivation and that family drive and stuff, and maybe it's social media that's done this, I feel like you guys are closer with the community, closer with the students than I've ever seen a program. Right.
No, I definitely, that's safe to say. I mean, I would agree with that. I feel like, we can go wherever and just engage with the fans, engage with the school. We try to do that, too. We try to not just be football players. We try to get out in the community and be involved as much as we can and just embrace it all. We're not better than anybody as people. We're just like everybody else, except we're just pretty good football players. That's really it. So we definitely try to engage with everyone and everyone we come across. And I love doing things like that, going to basketball games, football games, just supporting,
Saw you at a baseball game.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant, baseball game. Yeah, just like that.
No, I saw you both. I've seen you everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the point.
Yeah, definitely.
There are a lot of players in a lot of schools, and maybe you don't see this, that don't do that.
Right.
And I think that's valuable.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just like to do it. And and I'm just, as much as I am an athlete, I'm a fan of Clemson.
There you go. Some of our interview with Christian Wilkins. If you want to hear the entire interview, there's about 3 minutes left. It'll be up on ClemsonSportsTalk.com later tonight. That feed also comes through our podcast, so that's a good reason to subscribe. Again, the podcast app on iPhone I would use is Overcast. On Android, Podcast Addict. More of the show that shakes the Southland, and we give away another Swanee Award when we return.
Attention, anyone who's suffering from lower back pain. Right now, HealthSource is offering our listeners an absolutely free back pain consultation on a first-come, first-served basis by calling 803-218-9047. Our doctors can find the root cause of your lower back pain and show you how to get well fast and stay well longer. No more pain. No more feeling worn out. Essentially, no more not feeling like yourself. Call 803-218-9047.
Hi, my name is Donald Kidwell, current owner of CrossFit Iron Mary's. After finding CrossFit in 2012, I lost 128 pounds. At CrossFit Iron Mary's, you're not a barcode, you're an actual person. Where you are now is not important. Where you want to be is. 3 locations to reach your fitness goals in Columbia: the Old Mill in Lexington, Trotter Road in West Columbia, and downtown near the Carolina Baseball Stadium. Check us out online at CrossFitIronMarys.com or give us a call at 803-414-9601. Set up your first set of free classes today at CrossFit Iron Mary's. 803-414-9601.
Hi, I'm Alicia Kaufman Quinton. My daddy, Billy Kaufman, opened Kaufman's Meat Plant at our present location in 1955. My family still works hard every day to ensure fresh quality cuts of beef, pork, and poultry. How about a tasty T-bone, ribeye, or New York strip steak? but to order at Kaufman's Meeting Place. Just look for the signs near the intersection of US 1 and I-20 in Lexington. Call us at 356-0076 to place your order. Kaufman's Meeting Place, when you want the very best your money can buy.
For more information about contests on this station, go to foxsportsradio1400.com/rules. Welcome back to Clemson Sports Talk. Join the show in the chat room at clemsonsportstalk.com.
It is our anniversary here, Clemson Sports Talk, the annual Swanee Awards, as we head into another year of college football talk for you Tiger fans, Gamecocks, Bulldogs, Yellow Jackets, and Seminoles. Coming up in hour 2, we'll hear from Frank Garcia. We'll also have Tyrone Crowder's audio. And if you did not get to hear the entire interview from Christian Wilkins, it'll be up on ClemsonSportsTalk.com later tonight. Now, apparently Game of Thrones, and don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything because I didn't watch it, but I know Game of Thrones came on last night. I've been knocking out episodes of Silicon Valley, so I've got a couple episodes of that, and then I'll jump into the Game of Thrones stuff. But I saw a lot of people over on social media. That's the bad thing about social media and being somebody who tries to stay in the dark a little bit about your sports talk programs, or excuse me, tries to stay in the dark about your television shows, but you tune into sports talk programs or you're checking out social media to get your sports news, and all of a sudden the people are talking about over there about a TV show that you're trying to avoid. So it's kind of been hard for me the past 24 some odd hours, right at 24 hours, trying to stay away from any news of Game of Thrones. But I'm going to get into that show probably in the next couple of days. Out to the phone lines we go here on Clemson Sports Talk tonight. Caller, welcome in.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, not a whole lot. I just wanted to call and touch base with you, and I left you a direct message with my phone number. I need you to call me sometime.
10-4. I can do that.
All right. I'm trying to set something up for the Auburn game.
Okay, gotcha.
Dabo was really excited and on point describing the last drive and the touchdown in the championship game. I just had to have something made for him, and I want to get with you and try to set it up to where we could present it to him.
Oh, sure. I think I could probably help you get that done. I know. I can tell you this. You know, we've added a writer, Zach Lentz. He's up there. He'll be up there all the time during the football season covering Clemson for everybody over on ClemsonSportsTalk.com. So why don't we get it to Zach, and he can absolutely take it to Coach Sweeney.
Hey, as far as Zach is concerned.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. He could be listening, but yeah.
Do you know his father's name?
Me? No, I don't.
Yes. Oh, okay. Maybe you should ask him sometime.
Okay.
Because I have a cousin, first cousin.
Uh-oh.
Whose last name is Lentz, spelled exactly the same way.
What does your cousin do?
He used to be in medical supplies.
Okay, I don't think that's Zach's dad, because Zach's dad is like a pastor or something like that, if I remember. I do know that much.
I don't know what he may have gotten into since then, but
yeah, I hear you.
We're not in touch. He was actually supposed to come to the Notre Dame game with us.
Yeah,
because my cousin is a big Notre Dame fan.
Yeah,
and he ended up having to have eye surgery and had to back out.
I got you. Now,
so he didn't get to go.
Do you know where they lived? Did they ever live in Miami?
May have, because I know now. I'm pretty sure he lives in Jacksonville near his mother.
Okay, I'll ask Zach. I'll see. We'll see. I don't think so, because I think Zach's
name is Mike, by the way.
Mike. Okay, well that would help. Yeah, I'll see if I can figure that out. I don't think that's his father's name, but I do appreciate the phone call, no doubt. Good to hear from you, buddy. 803-978-1832. 803-978-1832. Clemson Sports Talk here on our annual Swanee Awards. Let's see, we got an award to give away. That, by the way, was Scott, who, of course, was the reigning 3-time Traveling Man champion, I guess, or Swanee Award holder. There are no losers here. It's just all winners. I did get a message from our brand new winner of that award, Clemson Craig. He texted the program, the Traveling Man Award. He says, Swanee, this has been a long ride from the TigerNet podcast days, but I've loved every minute and glad CST is doing well and the sky is the limit. Craig, we couldn't do it without you and the folks over at South Lake Drug either being a part of this program. You've been with us many, many years, going back to being one of our first sponsors, so we really appreciate the support. No doubt about it, man, to try to wrap your mind around what we've been able to accomplish or where we are. It kind of blows my mind when I think about it. All right, we've got a new award here to give out tonight. Well, not technically a new one, but another award. Now, this award has been spread out all over the place. It's our 5-star caller with a 2-star attitude. And this award in 2014 went to Cleveland Man, who we heard from earlier, who called in. And I've decided to rename this award just strictly, and it's kind of an addendum. It's the Cleveland Man Award. So if you get this award, it's the Cleveland Man Award. My dad told me a while back, he said, son, I love when Cleveland Man calls. Love to hear what he's got to say. And so I'm going to entitle the 5-star caller with a 2-star attitude the Cleveland Man. That's the award that you get. That went to Cleveland Man in 2014. It went to the Real Payzant in 2015. In 2016, it went to Shep. Haven't heard from Shep a lot. Shep, you got to get back on. We need to hear from you more frequently. But 2017's winner of 5-star caller with a 2-star attitude. And I don't even know that it was close. This guy brings it, but always has a good vibe about him and is very humble, and I appreciate that. And our Cleveland Man Award tonight goes to 00 Overton's Orange. Overton's Orange calls in quite a bit, tells hilarious stories, goes by the nickname Cool Tongue Luke, according to some people. After one of the stories he told several weeks ago, he's told a story about his 34-pound bobcat this past year. He's been a big supporter of the program. So, Overton's Orange, the 2017 Swanee Award winner for 5-star caller with a 2-star attitude that will henceforth be known as the Cleveland Man Award.
So you could continue to peek over the fence at the best radio show in the nation.
I love the Swanee Awards. What a night. I feel bad. I shouldn't have done this today. Lowell, the intern's not here. I really, really should have held that out. And just waited another day for Lowell to be here so we could talk about it, because Lowell would celebrate you guys even more so than I'm getting a chance to. Lowell would remind me of things that I have forgotten. I will tell you, that is the good thing about Lowell the intern. He keeps me in tune with things that I have missed out on. Problem is, Lowell's missed out on a lot this year because he's been job hunting. He hadn't been here all that much. So Lowell may not have been as much help as I thought here as we take on our 4th anniversary on the show that shakes the Southland. 803-978-1832 is the number, 803-978-1832. If you said to me, Swanee, this past year, what's the thing that you haven't done enough of? What's the thing that you have to improve for the listener? Guys, I got to get back to the Clemson 10. I've got to get back to former Tigers being a part of this program. By hook or by crook, that's going to be the thing I am dedicating myself to doing for you in 2017. We've got to get more guys on who have been a part of the program, and we've got to be willing to walk them through that Clemson 10. That list was becoming a list that I think everybody really liked. And what we did, if you've never heard of Clemson 10, was we had 10 questions. We asked the same 10 questions every single time that we had a former Tiger on. Now, we did our standard interview, but that was the wrap. And I took that from a show that I really enjoy watching when I have available time called Inside the Actors Studio. And James Lipton has a list of questions at the end of the show that he asks people. And I think the continuity of that between players is something that you absolutely can't put a price on if you get all of those collected. And I've got to do better. I've got to be better on that front. And that's my that is the thing I am dedicating myself to, you the listener here on Clemson Sports Talk in 2017. We're gonna be diligent about landing a Clemson Tiger, a former Tiger, every week during this program moving forward. That's going to be our goal, to let you hear from guys who have put that white paw and orange helmet on the side of their head. Hour 2 coming up right after this.
When something is so good, it's great. When something is great, you just can't celebrate it in one day. July 19th is National Hot Dog Day, and at Circle K, we're going to celebrate it for a week. That's right, $1 hot dogs from July 17th through July 23rd at participating Circle K locations. Our dogs are doggone good. Only at Circle K. Take it easy.
I'm having hot flashes again.
Susan, you can't be serious.
I said I'm having hot flashes.
You're sitting in a kiddie pool full of ice.
Hot flashes.
Those aren't hot flashes. Our AC is broken.
Oh, well, can you hand me my margarita?
Don't fall victim to hot flashes. Call E.F. Martin for all your cooling. 799-1717 or efmartin.com.
Call E.F. Martin, Heating and Air. When you call us, we'll be there.
Columbia Office Furniture is the destination for quality new or used office furniture. Preview thousands of new quick ship desks, chairs, workstations, file cabinets, bookcases, conference room furniture, and more at cofsc.com. Then visit our 12,000 square foot showroom at 301 Greystone Boulevard to see, sit in, touch, and feel actual samples before you buy, or browse our huge selection of quality used office furniture. And we offer layout and design services as well as installation. Visit cofsc.com today. Columbia Office Furniture. We furnish solutions.
Lawton Swan here, and I know in sports we're always talking about the big guy. Well, let me tell you, when you're buying a car, you don't need that. What you need to do is head down to Orangeburg to my good friends at Ferry Chevrolet Cadillac. 4 generations of family-owned business right there at Ferry Chevrolet. No dock fees, no tricks, straightforward pricing in a low-pressure environment you'll love. Check them out online, ferrychevrolet.com, or call them 803-536-1600. It's Ferry Chevrolet Cadillac, just a short 30-minute drive off of exit 145A in Orangeburg.
Cottingham Family Dentistry is proud to announce the opening of their new office located at 3722 Devine Street, and they're welcoming new patients. What makes Cottingham Family Dentistry different? It's in the name, family. They will cater to your needs and the dental needs of your children. Cottingham Family Dentistry offers same-day crowns, dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, including whitening, veneers, and tooth-colored fillings, and many other dental services. If you're searching for an amazing dental home, call 776-4234 or stop by their new office at 3722 Devine Street and become a part of the family at Cottingham Family Dentistry.
Guys don't really talk about antiperspirant. Despite that, 91% of Dove Men Plus Care users recommend it. Here's what they said.
It blocks the, perspiration, I think is the fancy word.
It's comfortable. It smells nice. My girl likes the smell.
Well, it's hard. I think it's quite masculine.
My underarms aren't the worst thing at the gym.
It's kind of like the Hoover Dam from my armpits, I guess.
Dove Men Plus Care Antiperspirant. Tough on sweat, not on skin.
You can save money and help the environment without taking a vow of poverty. How does that work? Well, by choosing Energy Star qualified lighting for your home. When you do, you'll become part of a growing national movement. Just go to EnergyStar.gov and click on Take the Change a Light Pledge. It takes only a few short seconds for you to have a long-term impact. Brighten your environmental future. From the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency.
From the E.F. Martin Heating and Air Studios, this is Fox Sports Radio 1400. WCOS Columbia. Available anywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app.
Fox Sports Trending now.
The deadline has come and gone for franchise tag players to sign long-term deals, and no one did so today. So Kirk Cousins will play under the franchise tag as the quarterback of the Redskins for $24 million this upcoming season. Now, Redskins president Bruce Allen said the team offered Cousins a contract on May 2nd, never got a counter. He said that offer would have given Cousins the second highest average salary for a quarterback in NFL history. Cousins, again, going to make $24 million this upcoming year. Le'Veon Bell didn't get an extension. He'll play for the Steelers for $12 million in 2017. Panthers let go of GM Dave Gettleman today. Panthers coming off of a 6-10 season, while in baseball, Nats beat the Reds 6-1. USA Today is quoting anonymous sources close to LeBron James as saying that he's frustrated and concerned with the Cavs' offseason. No Lonzo Ball for the Lakers in their Summer League title game tonight because of a strained calf. I'm Dan Bott.
It's time for Clemson Sports Talk with Lawton Swan.
Ready, set,
just call me Swanee.
Tiger style. Tiger style.
It is hour number 2. That's prime time right here on Fox Sports Radio and iHeart Radio. Lawton Swan, again, our 4th year on the air tonight. Technically, it was 2 days ago, but we were off the air on Saturday, so we're celebrating with our Swanee Awards this evening. I mentioned the media guides. I was just thumbing through reading some of the odds and ends here. There's a lot of maybe blow-your-mind stats that came out last year for the Clemson Tigers on their way to the national championship. Of course, breaking Alabama's 26-game winning streak, playing the nation's most difficult schedule according to the NCAA. Clemson beating number 3, number 2, and number 1 during the season. They beat a number 3 ranked Louisville, a number 2 ranked Ohio State, and a number 1 ranked Alabama team. First time Clemson ever beaten the number 1 ranked team in the country. But this is the mind-blowing stat of the day that I just came across, so I had to tell you. Clemson was the first this is so ridiculous. Clemson was the first non-SEC team to beat Auburn and Alabama in the same year since 1990. Now, at this point, you're thinking, who's that team? Michigan? Who's that team? Southern Cal? Like, who's that big-name school that probably pulled this off in 1990? Well, that big-name school would be Southern Miss. That's right. Southern Miss did it back in 1990. That may say more about where Auburn and Alabama were in 1990 than it does Southern Miss. Now, we've got a lot more Swanee Awards to give out tonight. We do. We've got a lot. And last year, I remember we jam-packed them into the last couple of episodes, or the last couple of segments, because somehow the mouth of the South, Lawton Swan, just kept talking. And that tends to happen. Coming up on the program in just a little bit, though, we will be joined by our good friend Frank Garcia, former Carolina Panther, to talk about the situation up in Charlotte, where they've given the axe to Dave Gettleman, the GM. We'll talk with Frank to see what that could mean for the future of the Carolina Panthers. Now, again, earlier in the show, we gave out our best lead-in to Colin Cowherd. We gave out the most miles logged. The Traveling Man Award went to Clemson Craig. The Cleveland Man Award, which was formerly known as the 5-star caller with a 2-star attitude, that went to Overton's Orange, and Overton's Orange is on the line. Double O, what's up, buddy?
I feel honored, Mr. Lawton, number 1 sports talk host in the Southland.
Thank you, sir.
I have no speech written. I don't have a teleprompter. I honorably accept the Cleveland Man Award for all you peeking over the fence to the best sports talk show in Columbia, South Carolina.
Thank you, sir.
You and Cleveland Man said earlier, Lawton, we have to thank your family as well, because they allow you to do what you do, entertain, and you have brought joy to Orange Nation for 4 years. You'll shine forever. You're a shining star, rising star.
You're too kind.
The best. Thank you so much.
Hey, man.
Go Tigers!
Yes, sir. I appreciate everything you do for me, Double O. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to get to spend my nights talking about Clemson. Like, it's not hard, as I said earlier. Yeah, it would be one thing if you waltzed in the studio all doom and gloom, but that's not how we get here, right? I mean, that's not how it works. I mean, I'm coming in here, I don't have the song, Walking on Sunshine. That's where I am during Clemson Sports Talk. I'm going to be honest, though, the way you guys are talking about me tonight, I'm feeling I'm feeling a little top of the game, a little presidential here on the show that shakes the Southland. I don't know what to think. All right, let's give away another award here on the show that shakes the Southland. We've given away the 5-star caller with a 2-star attitude, now known as the Cleveland Man Award. Now, if you're wondering what that means, this is a caller who brings incredible content to the show and does so very humbly. And that's the Cleveland Man Award. Again, previous winners, Cleveland Man, the Real Paysan, Shep, and now Overton's Orange. But we've also got the 2-star caller with a 5-star attitude. And while you might think that's a bad award to win, it's really not. Because in reality, a lot of times that award has gone to one of the better Gamecocks peeking over the fence of this program. It's also gone to somebody who calls in, and I know their calls are good, but our listeners may not like them, but I love their zest. I love what they have to say. Previous winners of this award include 2014, Howard Rock. 2015, O-Line. In 2016, this award belonged to Speedy. Well, in 2017, the annual 2-star caller with a 5-star attitude award is back in the hands of O-Line. O-Line. Congratulations to you, my friend. Thank you for being a part of this show. O-Line calls in quite frequently and is a great addition to this program from the Gamecock side of the fence. And that's why we will always value his thoughts and takes and opinions. And I enjoy his ribbings as well. He gives us a nice rib every once in a while, and you got to love that about your rivals. All right, so let's jump into it. Tyrone Crowder at the ACC kickoff here on Clemson Sports Talk tonight. Tyrone, I know we'll talk a lot about the national championship and everything that went down in 2016 and maybe even some of the run in 2015, but man, your final rodeo here. I mean, your last chance at the college game. What's that feeling like for you to be a representative of Clemson University here at the ACC kickoff and also kind of know that this is it?
It's a great feeling, to be represented. Just feel like all my hard work has, just been rewarded, and Coach Sweeney is an honor that Coach Sweeney selected me. And I'm kind of looking forward to this season. Just putting out my last little bit of myself on my career, and I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be when Kent State comes, my first game here at Clemson, so I'm excited about it.
Now, I talked earlier with John Baker, who's an offensive lineman, plays center there at Boston College, and these events can be hogged by the skill position guys. Is that fair to say? It's not saying that, the offensive line doesn't get celebrated enough, but let's admit it. It's got to feel pretty good being an offensive lineman and getting to make the rounds.
Yeah, I think so. Usually a lot of skill guys kind of takes the limelight in this kind of type of situations and events like this. So I'm glad I'm here and put my little flavor on it.
Well, I think about your role in this offense at your size and your agility. everybody looks at the defensive lineman and goes, man, those guys are some freakish, gifted athletes. I watch you pull 25 times a game or whatever that number ends up being. And I'm so impressed with, one, your technique, but two, your ability to get out in space with the athleticism that you have. I feel like you must have played a little defense at some point along the way, or you've done something, but great footwork. Who first taught you that? Is that because you kind of came to Clemson, I don't want to say ready-made, but you came to Clemson prepared. Is that high school coaching, YouTube videos? I mean, how do you get better at your craft?
I came in ready, like my high school coach, Paul Harger. I know he taught me a lot during my high school career. But when I came to Clemson, there was still more to learn. Coach Caldwell was a great mentor and great coach. And I picked up every little tidbit he gives me, and then just being like a technical sound player. But as far as like going back to like my agility wise, I didn't play defense. I did play a little running back in middle school.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so give him the ball.
Yeah, give him the ball a little bit in middle school. So I had a little shine there.
Tyrone Crowder here on Clemson Sports Talk. I want to ask you about technique again. I know a kick step, okay? I understand the kick step. What's it called? What's it called when you're pulling and you're sort of just dropping back about 3 or 4 steps before you kind of hit that hole? What do you call that? Walk us through it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Coach Caldwell will call it a skip pull, and what we do is we'll get 2 yards depth in the backfield, and then we'll shuffle over. Square pass so you can see the linebacker.
Okay.
And then we would line up this one when we go head downfield and hit the linebacker.
I know I pick up on it and watch it, and I love it because it's typically opening up big holes for you guys. But then I thought about watching some of the games this past season, and I know everybody's going to look at losing Deshaun Watson as the big question. I don't know that is for me. I think it's missing a guy like Wayne Gallman. And I'll tell you why. I'm an offensive lineman. Mm-hmm. I weigh 300-plus pounds. I'm busting my hump in 86-degree heat, and I'm watching a guy that I blocked for hustling down the field to go make another big block down the field. That fires me up. Fires me up. I wonder, as a offensive lineman, do you look for that in the running back behind you and go, well, daggum, I'm going to open up big holes for this kid because I know when there's other plays, he's out in front. He's doing the extra to help us out. How valuable do you follow what I'm saying? That relationship between, we always talk about quarterback, offensive line. What about when that running back's giving you what a guy like Wayne Gallman gave you without the ball in his hand?
Because Wayne, first of all, he's always wide open and he's always giving his best. And I know for a fact that if I'm going to make my block, I know Wayne is going to give that extra effort. He's going to make it happen. So I've seen him make countless blocks downfield, and I'm just like, wow. He didn't have to go do that, but he did it anyway, and it paid off.
Does that push you, though?
It does, because he's giving his extra effort. I want to why not give mine?
I love it. Tyrone Crowder here on Clemson Sports Talk for another 5 minutes or so, and Tyrone, as we look towards the 2017 season, you're coming off of a national championship. You're coming off of a national championship game. When you look out there, Coach Sweeney said it. Christian Wilkins has said it to me today. Not pursuing, not defending, but pursuing. Is that something that the minute you guys finished celebrating 2016's championship, you said, okay, it's the pursuit of the next one? Has that been the focus the whole time?
It has been. Coach Sweeney always have a little saying called the windshield mentality. We want to focus on what's in front of us, not what was behind us.
Right.
It was a national championship. So you want to start over. But, you always want to start over, but you kind of want to pick off from the things that got you there from last year. So you want to, okay, this is what got me here, and this is what I'm going to add, but I'm going to make this better. So, but Coach Sweeney and Coach Basson has been instilling us, making sure that we don't harp on, stay complacent and then just don't live off from last year's success.
When you look at the defensive front that you guys will face at practice, and for anybody that knows college football – and football in general, with the way things are, you don't have the game day atmosphere per se. The competition level is there, but it's not what it is when it's Clemson versus Georgia Tech, when it's you guys versus, Dexter Lawrence and Christian Wilkins. But how much can you take away playing those guys on a regular basis for the games that you do play on Saturday? How valuable is it that you got a guy like Dexter Lawrence, who was just a monster, really, when he arrives on campus. Not too many freshmen show up bigger than you when they get to campus. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, first of all, Dexter is a freak athlete, and I
it's
just
a
don't
compliment, Dex.
I just don't know how he does it, but I'm glad that he's on my team. And but just going against those guys every day, and it's a great talent. And I'm sure that like anybody on the offensive line would say it too. Going against those guys every day, and when it's time for game day, I feel like the game is so much slower, and then we know what to expect because we see our D-line as the best in the country, and we know that it doesn't get harder than them.
Now, when you look to your left there, Jay Guillermo, not there, and he was a guy that it always seemed to me when, I don't want to say times were tough, but when there was a pressure about a situation, when there was a big moment, as cool as some of the other guys were, Jay was always somebody that kind of could break that up. Who will you look to? Will it be you this year when you're in that, you got that final drive, 2 minutes left, and Guillermo's telling me, look, I just said, hey, we're going to man up, we're going to move the ball, and boom, you guys did. Is that going to be Tyrone Crowder? Is that going to be Taylor Hearn? Who's going to be that guy you think that kind of breaks up some of that pressure and allows everybody to relax and focus on the task at hand?
Jay did have that more vocal leadership last year, but for me, what I'm trying to do is step into this new role because I was a pretty laid-back guy, so I'm trying to step into a new role as being that vocal guy and be able to lead. But I know Mitch Hyatt is stepping into the role too. He's been a more vocal guy,
Sure.
And Justin Falcinelli also is him and Gage, another guy that's competing for that starter center spot. Gage Cervenka, this whole offseason I've been seeing them work and grind and just being more vocal and break the offense. So I'm going to rely on my whole offensive line.
Well, because you go back 2 years and you got Eric McLean there, and he's kind of taking that leadership role, and it almost feels like kind of watching it that this is not falling in your lap, but certainly you're here at ACC Media Days. You're perhaps the face of that offensive front, so somebody's got to take the brunt of that. And I feel like that you're going to be somebody that's going to be called on and charged with, hey guys, settle down. This is our opportunity. Let's pick up a first down and get the ball rolling. Now, behind you, the quarterback spot. Everybody's going to talk about that. Let's don't talk about who's going to be the starter because none of us know that. One thing about each of them, I'm going to go. Can we go 4? Would you mind if we go 4? I mean, can we bring Tucker into the conversation?
Yeah, we can.
All right. One thing about each guy that you think makes them worthy of being the starting quarterback at Clemson. All right, we'll start with Kelly Bryant.
Kelly Bryant, he has the experience. He's the next guy up. He's played more games. He has that experience to be the next guy.
Zarek Cooper.
I feel like Zarek Cooper is, he can throw it and he can run it. I love the way he competes.
Tucker Israel.
Tucker Israel, it's a little different. I haven't really seen him play much, but just being in the back, being in the shadow, and just seeing him every day go out there to compete and just not letting him get. He's a natural competitor. He's not letting those guys in front of him bring him down. So just go out every day and give his all, no matter where he's at in the depth chart.
And finally, Hunter Johnson. Why would he, in your opinion?
Hunter, I think when he came in the spring, I didn't really know too much about Hunter, as far as coming out of high school, but I just seen him just become a dynamic player. I've seen him throw the ball, and I didn't know he could run. I've seen him just explode. He's a very explosive guy, running out of the pocket, and I just kind of want to see how things goes into the fall camp.
There you go, our interview in its entirety there. Can you say that again, Swanee? Our interview in its entirety there with Tyrone Crowder here on Clemson Sports Talk tonight. Coming up on the show that shakes the Southland, we'll be joined by former Carolina Panther Frank Garcia. We'll talk with him about the changes that were made up in the Queen City today. General Manager Dave Gettleman out. We had a chance to see Frank up at the ACC kickoff. He and Kyle Bailey now have a show up there on WFNZ. Looking forward to catching up with Big Frank right here on Fox Sports Radio and iHeart Radio when we get back. Stay with us.
Looking to get away without having to spend a whole day traveling to your destination? Ocean Reef Resort offers 1, 2, 3, and 4-bedroom accommodations with the comforts of home and boasts the best oceanfront views. Swim in their sparkling indoor and outdoor pools, relax in their hot tubs, try out the Adventure Oasis pool with adult-sized water slide, or just float down the 250-foot lazy river. Visit us at oceanreefmyrtlebeach.com or call us at 1-866-935-0530 to learn more.
For 28 years, the professional staff of the Hobbs Group and Hobbs Group Advisors has been dedicated to helping others achieve their financial goals by delivering quality, objective financial and accounting solutions to a diverse client base of individuals and businesses all over South Carolina. We offer tax and audit services, bookkeeping, payroll, litigation support, employee benefits, personal financial planning, investment management, and insurance services. Please call us at 803-799-0555 or visit our website, hobbscpa.com, to learn more about our people and services.
When you have a need for a plumber, you need it fast and you need it done right. If you're dealing with busted pipes, maybe you need your toilet repaired or you're battling a clogged drain, break free from average service and experience the best with Freedom Plumbing. Call James Carwell and the staff at Freedom Plumbing to get the job done fast, on time, and most importantly, right the first time. Freedom Plumbing, your local 24-hour plumber. Call 803-447-0471 or online at freedom-plumbing.com.
Looking for South Carolina's favorite country? You'll find it at 97.5 WCOS.
Just a little bit longer. Please, 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 please tell me you're going to. Now your daddy don't mind.
Oh, there we go. Clemson Sports Talk still spinning those beach music hits, but it won't be for long because come August 1, we turn our attention towards college football. And this past week, up in the Queen City, uptown Charlotte, over at the Westin, had a chance to run into Frank Garcia. And, of course, he's got a show up there on WFNZ with Kyle Bailey now. And, Frank, man, good to catch up with you. How you been?
Always great to catch up with you, and talking a little college football is something that we love doing out here in the Queen City, and I know you guys do as well. You're getting ready for that national championship to defend the belt in Clemson. So it's a lot of fun and a great time to be a college sports fan.
Yeah, before we talk about the Carolina Panthers, I want to ask you about the event that was put on, the ACC kickoff there in Charlotte. And the ACC's really, in the past few seasons, kind of amped up their game, so to speak, in terms of what they're doing with the ACC kickoff. And I think not only is it healthy for the league, but I think it's showing that this conference is more dedicated to football than they are basketball, and they're trying to be up there with the like the SEC.
Yeah, well, they learned who butters the bread and what sport does that, and it's football, no doubt about it. When you look at the income that sport and that generates, it's night and day compared to any other sport out there. So they're catching up, and right now they're doing it better than everybody else, and that includes the SEC, that includes the Big Ten, that includes the Pac-12. The ACC is the best conference in college football, and it's not close. And it's the only conference in all of America that can claim that they have two coaches in their conference that own a national title. Obviously, one being Jimbo Fisher, and the other one now Dabo Swinney.
That's a good point, and I want to ask you because there was so much going on, and I couldn't see everybody you guys had a chance to talk to. But first, I'm assuming you got a chance to talk to Coach Swinney, and if you did, what was your big takeaway there?
Well, it's a reload. They're expecting guys to step up and do some big things at Clemson. They're going to have to figure out the quarterback situation, obviously. But the good news is their cupboards are full with a lot of great young talent. It's always hard to replace Deshaun Watson or that type of caliber of player. And it's going to be interesting to see, what they do. But, they have great talent on the defensive side. They have, a lot of young players on the offensive side that they're looking to step up. And we're going to see, how well he coaches, how well he teaches. And when guys graduate, that's when your program is taking that next level. It's the reloading process, not the rebuilding process. And if you're a kid in college and getting ready to go to college football right now, if you get a chance to talk to Dabo Swinney, how would you not want your son to go to that program? He's phenomenal. He does it better than everybody else. And right now, I think Clemson's on pace to be the next Alabama.
Wow, big words from Frank Garcia here on Clemson Sports Talk on Twitter. He's at Frank Garcia 65. And Frank, I want to ask you one final question about the ACC kickoff. Who else from the Atlantic Division Day or the Coastal Division Day, who else kind of struck you with something that maybe made you, take a little step back and say, wow, I didn't realize that, or you kind of thought maybe they were a little more poised or polished or whatever?
I would say that, with what NC State has going on right now, it's a big year for Dave Dorn, but the quiet confidence that he displayed, walking through the media day. He's not the Dabo Swinney. He's not Jimbo Fisher. He's not the person that everybody's looking to talk to, but there seems to be a little bit of a swagger about what he's doing. And as you remember very well last year at Clemson, he had the Tigers on the ropes, and they let him slip away. Sometimes you got to be lucky and as well as good in order to win a national championship. But I think that's stuck in their craw a little bit, and they're going to use that as motivation. I don't know if they have the ability to compete consistently in the Atlantic, with the Florida States, with Clemson, with Louisville, but don't be surprised if they sneak up and get somebody this year.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of felt that quiet confidence as well from Coach Doran, and unfortunately, I had a scheduled event I had to get to and couldn't do the interview with him. But yeah, I kind of gathered that from what we heard. We're talking with Frank Garcia here on Clemson Sports Talk. But Frank, the biggest news up in Charlotte today, obviously, Dave Gettleman out there as the GM. And what got me really interested in this is some of the things I've seen on social media from former Carolina Panther players, and some of the things that are coming out there sure make it seem like things were not very good, I guess, in-house for the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know if I can ever remember the pushback from several different players. I mean, typically you'll see a guy here, a guy there, have a little controversy, have a little discrepancy or difference, with, maybe the way that they are handled. But when you see the amount of players that are coming out that are almost thankful that he's no longer the general manager here, it's unusual. And whether it's John Beeson, I'm not sure if you were able to see what he put out there, but the way that he was treated, and or Steve Smith, I had a great conversation with him off the air today about the situation. And, we saw the tweets, D'Angelo Williams.
D'Angelo Williams, that
out.
One's the one that really kind of hit me, because I think people know his story, Frank. And when you put out, I want to publicly say the Panthers are off my list of teams I won't play for due to the firing of that snake, Dave Gettleman, I'm like, oh, man. I mean, because in my opinion, from the outside looking in, D'Angelo Williams has kind of been one of the better storylines that the Carolina Panthers have with the whole situation with his mom's cancer and everything. And you read that and you're like, wow.
Well, it just shows you right what he thinks of him as a general manager, not necessarily the organization that he was pushing back against, but it was in fact Dave Gettleman and the snake, as you pointed out with the tweet, that he is. I mean, that speaks volumes. So, it's all these players, coming up and speaking out now that Gettleman's gone. So what that leads me to believe is that there wasn't a great communication there, obviously, and the lack of respect that he showed some of these players was evident. And you don't have to like everybody, you don't have to get along with everybody, but the one thing that pro athletes or anybody wants to be is respected and appreciated for what they've done. And again, you're going to have business decisions that take place, but you can still be respectful in how you handle those situations. And I think that's the biggest thing that I'm hearing from these ex-players on how Gettleman treated them.
Now, when you look at it, Frank, as a former Carolina Panther and a former NFL player, when you think about the hierarchy of a team, the how much of an impact, I guess, can the GM's attitude or whatever play out on the field in day-to-day operations? Are you playing for the coach, or do the frustrations from the upper level affect that?
Typically, little to not at all.
Okay.
As far as a general manager, unless you don't feel like you have a chance. The Carolina Panthers are in position with the talent they have on the field to be as good as they've ever been. In fact, you can make the argument this is the most talented team they've ever had. Maybe even going back to that 2003 Super Bowl team. So, Dave Gettleman has done 50% of his job very well. Getting and acquiring the talent, getting the cap numbers in line, et cetera. But unfortunately, there's also that other aspect, that one of those hats that the general manager has to wear, and that was relationships. And he's done a poor job with that. And with this current situation with where Thomas Davis are at and Greg Olson in their contract, I think Jerry Richardson just had enough and parted ways and decided to move on.
One final question for you. How tough is it daily having to carry my friend Kyle Bailey?
You know what? He's been a blessing in disguise, but he's a big guy and he's doing CrossFit right now.
Yeah.
So he's a little sore, and which means twice the workload for me. So he's great. He's awesome. I love having him on Garcia and Bailey over here at WFNZ, and he's been phenomenal.
Man, well, I appreciate everything you guys have done for me and look forward to talking to you real soon, and always enjoy your insight into the Carolina Panthers. We'll do it more frequently during during the football season.
You got it, my man. Anytime.
There he is, Frank Garcia, again on Twitter at Frank Garcia65. And, of course, again, he's the co-host of Garcia and Bailey with Kyle Bailey up on WFNZ. 803-978-1832 is the number. 803-978-1832. It was good seeing those guys up there in Charlotte this past weekend. And I tell you, it was a tremendous event. I mean this with the most honesty I can tell you about the ACC. There's a commitment to football. And I think if you're a Clemson, a Florida State, a Virginia Tech, a Miami, you're a team that typically is considered a football program, or that's the way you like to see your program. You love what you see from the ACC because the commitment means that the future is even brighter for this conference. 803-978-1832. We're back in 3 with more Swanee Awards.
Wants nothing more than to bring you closer to your favorite artists.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
So we've updated the iHeart Radio app. No, it's an upgrade. All your favorite music and stations, easier to find. Getting you closer to the music you love with just a tap.
This is Taylor Momsen from The Pretty Reckless, and this is iHeart Radio.
All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free. Download and open the new iHeart Radio app today.
Our customers receive the best heating and air conditioning service in South Carolina. Hi, I'm Tim Mosley, and I can make that statement because that's what our customers tell us every day. We call it quality confirmed. Call us at 803-233-7172, and we'll call you when the job is done to confirm we met your expectations. That's quality confirmed. We're Carolina Conditions, and we're committed to meeting your expectations. 803-233-7172. Call us at 803-233-7172.
Warm weather means fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes, which can endanger your pets. Fleas and ticks can cause life-threatening disease, and mosquitoes transmit heartworms. There are some new, exciting, innovative treatments for the prevention of these parasites. Protect your pet. Consult your local authority, your neighborhood veterinarian. Brought to you by Midlands Veterinary Practice, where we care for the most valuable pets. Yours. Visit us at MidlandsVet.com on Facebook or Twitter. Call us at 750-7387, 750-PETS. Do you want a pharmacy that treats you like a person and not just a number? Then let Craig and Lori at Southlake Drug show you what a pharmacy should be. Fast, friendly, and professional. Southlake Drug can transfer your prescriptions and take the hassle out of getting your medicine and getting you on your way. Southlake Drug takes all major insurance programs, including Medicare, Medicaid, and state employees, and they provide immunization services, including flu shots with no wait and no appointment. Southlake Drug, 1856 Southlake Drive in the Food Line Shopping Center, 399-7701, or southlakedrug.com.
You're not like anyone else on campus. You are a denim-devoted gastronomy major nap machine, and you think you nailed your back-to-school shopping. Fresh denim, a microwave and a coffee maker, a plush new body pillow, and a stack of fresh sheets. But did you check eBay? If you did, you'd see that eBay has deals on the whole back-to-school checklist. And just like that, you realize that your Friday night fun could have had a lot more funding. Go back to school like nobody else. eBay. Fill your cart with color.
When a stroke happens, every second counts. So don't drive and call 911 to get to the emergency department as soon as possible. At Lexington Medical Center, we're pleased to serve our community. As a certified primary stroke center, our acute stroke team rapidly evaluates patients and provides them with the fastest treatment possible. This specialized care limits the chance of brain damage and gives stroke patients a better chance of full recovery. Act quickly at the first sign of a stroke and count on the Stroke Center at Lexington Medical Center to provide you with the best possible care.
From Two Men and a Truck, movers who care. The showers south and east of Columbia will wind down overnight. Skies will clear. Lows will dip to around 70. Tomorrow, sunny. Yeah, hotter. Highs, low 90s. For Channel 25 ABC Columbia, I'm Chief Meteorologist John Farley.
This report brought to you by CEI Transport at 844-HAUL-CEI. CEI is hiring Class A CDL drivers with 2 years experience. $1,500 sign-on bonus. Home every night. Full benefits with bonuses, 401k, and health insurance. Call now, 844-HAUL-CEI. That's 844-HAUL-CEI.
Welcome back to Clemson Sports Talk. Join the show in the chat room at clemsonsportstalk.com.
It is Clemson Sports Talk. Lawton Swan, Frank Garcia saying that he felt like Clemson is going on pace or poised to be the next Alabama. That's big. That's big words. That comes to us as well from FSU fan over on Twitter. He hits us up via the Ocean Reef Resort text line, I should say, not Twitter. Text line. He says the next Alabama. Wow, strong confidence there. You're right, FSU fan. You are right. Coming in here, let's see. This is from Scott. He says, Swanee, do you have the award for most awesome gift? I've been dethroned as the most traveled. It sends a frowny face. Listen, the gift you gave keeps giving, I'll tell you that. Scott gave me this huge, and Scott always tells me the dimensions. I don't know what it was. It's like something by 81, like 19 by 81. See what I did there? But it's a big tapestry of the Clemson Tiger. It's in my office. It's spectacular. If there were an award, a Swanee Award for the most awesome gift, you would be the leader in the clubhouse, sir. But I don't have that on the list, unfortunately. But we do have, speaking of the text line, we do have a Swanee Award this year for the text line. As a matter of fact, that award was created last year in 2016, and the Best Texture Award last year went to Old School Tiger. This year, the 2017 Swanee for Best Texture goes to our good friend TJ. TJ chimes in quite a bit. Congratulations, TJ. The reigning 2017 Best Texture. But we have created a new texting award. And again, you can text us thanks to the Ocean Reef Resort in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's 803-450-0086. You text that 24 hours a day, I'll talk to you. Believe me. I do. But this is the best rival fan texter. And FSU fan, not only did you chime in tonight via the Ocean Reef Resort text line, you, sir, are the best rival fan texter. So there you go. FSU fan awarded the 2017 Best Rival Fan Texter here on Clemson Sports Talk. Now, I mentioned earlier that I knew this show would get away from me. It always does. It gets busy between the celebrations and the interviews and everything else that we have going on during the Swanee Awards, so I know I need to give away some more Swanees. We'll give two more away this segment, one of which is a new award. The most sarcastic tweeter. That's the person on Twitter that is the most sarcastic. Spoon Rob used to take 2 scoops of the program quite frequently. And he took 2 scoops of the Swanee Awards in 2014 and 2015, going back-to-back on that award. In 2016, a mystery tweeter, a playoff of Lowell the Intern and the hat he used to bring in studio, called Hat the Intern, took the crown in 2016. And although this individual has won different awards previously, he, I think, made a concerted effort to become the most sarcastic tweeter to this show. And that goes to the real Paysan. The real Paysan, who I don't read everything he tweets to us because some of it I can't. Not because it's not family friendly, but it's just not germane to the conversations that we are having sometimes. But I would say the real Paysan has stepped the Twitter game up to the point of being named the most sarcastic Twitter. So the Swanee Award for that goes to the real Paysan. By the way, just had FSU fan chime in. Again, he was named the best rival fan texter with a simple but concise, wow. Well, howbeit, thanks. That comes to us from FSU fan. No, listen, FSU fan, you give great thought-provoking insight through the text, and I know we hear from you from time to time on the phone lines as well, but texting is such a valuable part of this program, and I felt like we needed to honor those of you who are from the other side of the fence, whether you were Gamecock, Bulldog, Yellow Jacket, Seminole, didn't matter to me. If you're chiming in and being a part of this show, we want to recognize you. And so there you go. A couple of winners. Again, most sarcastic tweeter is the real Paysan. Best texter goes to TJ. And the best rival fan texting Clemson Sports Talk goes to FSU fan. Now, we've got a couple awards left to give in the final segment. We've got to give the Best Twitter Interaction Award. That's a new one. We've got to give the Chat Room MVP. We've still got the Gamecock Caller of the Year, Swanee, to give out. And our Intern of the Year award. You know, thinking about the best moment, the best call, the best caller, different things like that is always difficult because we've got basically what feels like 365 days worth of material to go back through and scour through. You know, and I think about like the best moment on this show, and I think those are kind of wrapped up in what Clemson has achieved in a lot of respects on the gridiron. And for me, I still think that the best moment was the fact that, you know, we went down to Tampa for the game. The game was played on a Monday night. We took Monday off. I got up at you don't even want to know what hour on Tuesday. After going to bed at you don't even want to know what hour on Monday. You can only imagine the little bit of sleep that I got those days. Loaded the family up. We've mentioned the family here on the program several times. I loaded them up in Tampa. We jump in the car. We're driving, honking, thumbs up, giving the number one. Remember my index finger was hurting coming into the studio that day. We drive from Tampa, Florida to 316 Greystone Boulevard. Straight here, I jump out of the car just in time to hear the brand new promo that we had cut with Clemson winning the national championship, the intro that Rob Sanders put together for us. Again, follow him on Twitter at RobSoundsGood. I did probably 4 radio interviews that day. My wife ordered merchandise, but we came in and we hit the show as the national champion sports talk show, and it was incredible. And so for me, that would be the best moment that this show has not only had in the 4 years that we've been on the air now, but easily the best moment that we had this past year. Final segment of the annual Swanee Award edition of Clemson Sports Talk. Stay with us.
Inspiring. Adrenaline-inducing.
With all the biggest names in music.
Heart-pounding.
My heart is beating so fast.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival in September. 2 nights, 1 stage, and millions of iHeartRadio fans from all around the world. Our 2017 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Find out the who, what, where, and when tomorrow. at 9 a.m.
Tiger fans, look no further than the Tiger Sports Shop in Clemson for all your game day gear. Since 1974, they've brought you everything Clemson for the Clemson fan, with quality brand names such as Nike, Under Armour, Antigua, Ping, and many more. From hats to t-shirts to tailgate, the Tiger Sports Shop has all the Clemson apparel a true Tiger fan needs. With 2 convenient game day locations in Tigertown, shop where I shop at I Am Ibrahim's Tiger Sports Shop. They fuel the passion of Tiger fans everywhere. Check them out online, tigersports.com.
Love it raw? For the freshest sushi in town, Sakatumi Grill and Sushi Bar, 807 Gervais Street in the Vista. Sakatumi's flavorful grill for non-sushi fans features the Kobe burger, filet and lobster, chicken hibachi, and more. Fresh sushi, flavorful grill, Sakatumi Grill and Sushi Bar, sakifresh.com.
For 28 years, the professional staff of the Hobbs Group and Hobbs Group Advisors has been dedicated to helping others achieve their financial goals by delivering quality, objective financial and accounting solutions to a diverse client base of individuals and businesses all over South Carolina. We offer tax and audit services, bookkeeping, payroll, litigation support, employee benefits, personal financial planning, investment management, and insurance services. Please call us at 803-799-0555 or visit our website, hobbscpa.com, to learn more about our people and services.
You're not like anyone else on campus. You are a denim-devoted gastronomy major nap machine, and you think you nailed your back-to-school shopping. Fresh denim, a microwave and a coffee maker, a plush new body pillow, and a stack of fresh sheets. But did you check eBay? If you did, you'd see that eBay has deals on the whole back-to-school checklist. And just like that, you realize that your Friday night fun could have had a lot more funding. Go back to school like nobody else. eBay. Fill your cart with color.
Stars and Stripes Sports is a leader in the sports athlete development market, offering innovative health, fitness, training, and player development solutions for players and coaches of all levels of youth sports. Stars and Stripes Sports is looking to add at least 2 people per state to start their own business for sports testing and to market these events locally. We want people to start their programs in early 2017, starting with spring training. Many high-quality athletes fail to reach their potential. Call Chris today, 704-737-9970, or email Chris Carlson at starsandstripesports.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to foxsportsradio1400.com/rules.
You're listening to Clemson Sports Talk with my dad, Lawton Swan, on Fox Sports Radio 1400 and on the iHeart Radio app.
What have you done for me lately? It's a fair question. Just don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Don't forget history. Lucky for us at Clemson, the answer to the questions, what have you done for me lately, and what have you done always, are the same. We win.
Clemson Sports Talk, Lawton Swan, Fox Sports Radio 1400, the iHeart Radio app. Clemson Larry chiming in. He says, great job tonight. It's sticky hot in Minnesota, but not as hot as this show is. Appreciate that, Larry. Good to have you being a part of the program. Larry, listen. Today kicks off your run to a Swanee Award. I got a good feeling about this. You keep chiming in, my man. You're gonna take a title from somebody. You're gonna strip a title from somebody. I got a feeling. We got several more awards to get to here tonight. And this may ultimately be one that we create for the Texters next year. This is a new one. Just created. Best Twitter interaction. And that goes to at Shadow of Death Valley over on Twitter. Always seems to chime in with good quality content. It's not the most sarcastic stuff. Some of it's supportive. Some of it's knowledge. It's a little bit of everything. Best Twitter Interaction Award, Swanee Award, tonight goes to Shadow of Death Valley. All right, we've also got another award to give away here. That's the Chat Room MVP. And let me tell you, to be a Chat Room MVP on Clemson Sports Talk, it is a special, special thing because I've jumped you around to so many chat rooms, but I'm getting ever so close to dialing this thing just straight into that Slack channel. I like it. Still looking for a forum choice. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that front. Previous winners of the Swanee Award for Chat Room MVP, 2014, it was Davey D, 23. In 2015, it went to Coast Guard Tiger. Davey D stormed back in 2016 and took the crown. And in 2017, this guy is a 3-time winner now of the Swanee Award for the Chat Room MVP. That is Davey D, 23. I got to tell you, no matter where I pick to go, no matter what we end up doing in the future with our online communication with our listeners, I think Davey D, 23, is going to be a part of it. I mentioned him earlier. Our first night on the air, he fires off messages for people to be a part of the program. I don't know if there's a night he hasn't listened, quite frankly. And maybe you're somebody like that, but you don't participate, and I don't know about you. But I want to take this moment to thank you, the silent participant, the silent party. You don't call, you don't text, you don't email, you don't tweet. But you have our app, you listen to our podcast, and you're a part of the show. Thank you. The silent, maybe that's what I should give, just to nobody or everybody. I don't know. In 2016, we created a new award called the Gamecock Caller of the Year to honor that Gamecock, and ultimately maybe this should be called the Peeking Over the Fence Caller of the Year at some point, because maybe it won't be a Gamecock who will be the winner in the future. O-line won that award in 2016. And in 2017, that award also goes to O-line. And speaking of, he's on the line with us right now. O-line, what's up, man?
What's going on, Clem Swan?
Back-to-back winners of Gamecock Caller of the Year here on the show that shakes the Southland. Good for you.
I'm glad you gave me some extra hardware, because that 2-star caller with a 5-star attitude, if I sent that resume in the Teddy Hefner show, he wouldn't even answer the phone, man.
Right. I hear you, man. I hear you. So you got both, man. You got both. You got both titles.
I got hardware. Okay, multiple hardware winner.
Do you know that may make you that may make you the first ever dual winner of awards on this show. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Hey, I heard you say you were catching up on the Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah, what a great show.
I don't watch TV much except for ball games and Sports Center and things that have to do with that, and maybe an occasional John Wayne movie if I sit down on a Sunday afternoon. But, you know, Silicon Valley and implants and stuff like that, I may try to catch up on that one.
Right. Yeah, it's not quite. Trust me, it ain't all it's cut out to be. If you think it's that, you'll be underwhelmed, my friend.
Let me just add one more thing.
Sure.
The offensive lineman, his motivation, if he's got a good running back behind him, it won't take but one time of that running back running that helmet right into his backside if he doesn't clear the hole.
That's a good point.
To get him to clear the hole. So that's the motivation for an offensive lineman. You don't want a helmet right in your back or right up your rear end. So if you got a good back behind you, he'll make you a better offensive lineman.
It's a good point, O-line. That's why we always like the O-line's opinion on things. Thanks for hanging out with us, man, and being a part of the show, buddy. There we go. O-line, 803-978-1832. All right, our last Swanee Award. I really don't even know why we give this award. The guy shows up for work like once or twice a week. It is the Swanee Award for Intern of the Year. And, of course, that award goes to none other than Lowell the intern. Yeah, no clap. None of that. Just silence, I think, would probably be the best. That's the sound of Lowell the intern when he's not here and when he's here. Boring. Lowell the intern. But you know what? That gives hope for the future interns, especially if Lowell finds a job here in the next couple of weeks. The future intern, you are a lock to bring home Intern of the Year, unless you don't do much. Let's put it this way. If a new intern joins this program at some point down the line, and they can't beat Lowell the intern for the intern of the year, and Lowell's not a part of the program, what does that say at that point about what they're doing? What does that say about that intern? That may say more about the interns I hire. But, hey, man, if we keep growing this brand the way we've grown it the past 4 years with you guys, we are closing in rapidly on being the most followed sports talk show in the state of South Carolina on Twitter. Again, at Clemson Sports. You can follow me at my new Twitter account, at CST Show. That's the personal one. That's where I give more opinion. Zach Lentz has come on board. You look back at 2016, 2017, and the growth of this show. Clemson's gained a national championship. We've gained a writer. Fresh content daily over on our website. We're about to push a web refresh in the next few weeks. It's going to be phenomenal. Slack channel for communication during the show live, which I think you'll enjoy, especially once we scale that back a little bit and add a forum over on our website. That's going to be something to help continue to grow this show. And just the future's bright, man, but we could not do it without you. We absolutely could not do it without you, and quite frankly, I wouldn't want to do it without you. You are as big. Let me correct my statement. You are bigger than this show. You are a bigger part of this program than I am. I am grateful to have your listenership, your follows, your interaction, and I'm a better show host because of you, and I look forward to the next 365 with you here on the show that shakes the Southland. As always, y'all take care now, and go Tigers!
It's everything you want in one convenient app. Hi, it's Christopher Thompson. iHeart Radio has your favorite sports talk, your favorite music, your favorite stations, all free. iHeart Radio makes it so we're always with you. You can take Fox Sports Radio 1400 wherever you go and never miss Clay Travis or Rich Eisen or Colin Coward. Plus, if you want variety, you can check out thousands of the best stations from all across the country. It's super easy. Listen at iHeartRadio.com or download the free iHeartRadio app now.
Columbia Office Furniture is the destination for quality new or used office furniture. Preview thousands of new quick ship desks, chairs, workstations, file cabinets, bookcases, conference room furniture, and more at COFSC.com. Then visit our 12,000 square foot showroom at 301 Greystone Boulevard to see, sit in, touch, and feel actual samples before you buy, or browse our huge selection of quality used office furniture. And we offer layout and design services as well as installation. Visit COFSC.com today. Columbia Office Furniture. We furnish solutions.
Tiger fans, look no further than the Tiger Sports Shop in Clemson for all your game day gear. Since 1974, they've brought you everything Clemson for the Clemson fan. With quality brand names such as Nike, Under Armour, Antigua, Ping, and many more. From hats to t-shirts to tailgate, the Tiger Sports Shop has all the Clemson apparel a true Tiger fan needs. With 2 convenient game day locations in Tigertown, shop where I shop at I Am Ibrahim's Tiger Sports Shop. They fuel the passion of Tiger fans everywhere. Check them out online, tigersports.com.
Need custom shirts, hats, or uniforms? How about promotional giveaways for your business or organization? Need fast turnaround times? Look no further than Meridian Printing and Promotions. Located in Lexington, they provide an in-house art department, in-house screen printing, and in-house embroidery services to the Midlands and beyond. For the absolute best quality products and services, contact Meridian Printing and Promotions, 785-4990. Check them out online, mbspromo.com. Hey guys, Lawton Swan here. I was hanging out in the backyard with my son Mason the other day, and he said, "Dad, you're the best father ever." I was like, "What makes you say that, son?" He said, "When I go outside to play now, I don't get eaten up by the bugs anymore." Imagine that, me, a hero, when all I did was just a couple of weeks ago call Trey Powell at Mosquito Joe with their routine service plan. No more bugs and no more bites. Make yourself the family hero. Call